Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Caesar, and this is from my listening chair. So, there's a problem I have with my Technics SL-1300. It currently has a problem where it will not shut off. So I put on a record, it goes to the end, it puts the arm, picks up the arm, takes it back to the rest, puts it down, and on an automatic turntable, that should shut off the table. Unfortunately, on mine, it does not. So let's see if I can actually get this to do it again, okay? We're going to go ahead and pick up the queuing arm just to make sure that we don't damage anything. Let's go ahead and fire it up. Of course, going to try to drop down, but there's nothing to drop down because I've got the queuing arm up. Let's go ahead and bring it to the end. If it was going to the end here. Let's see if it shuts off this time. Sometimes it hit and miss, but looks like perfect. Now it's supposed to shut off when the armrest goes down. In this case it doesn't. Oh, there it goes. Better late than never, right? No, that shouldn't happen. It should happen right when you hit the switch. Let's try this again just to make sure that you know it's not a one-off. Right when it goes on the rest, it should shut off. Automatic shut off there. But it's not doing it, so let's just return it. Let's say stop. Alright. It's going to bring it back. That's not the problem. Problem is, it normally doesn't shut off, so let's see what happens. Shut off this time. Not doing it consistently. That's just great. What do? Well, let's try one more time. Third time's a charm, right? If it stays on, we're going to do this. If it doesn't, I'll wait for another day. Alright. Let's go ahead and hit stop. Just bring it back. See if it does it. Okay, it did not stop. Supposed to stop. It's not stopping. So great. That's the plus. We get to go ahead and try to fix the problem. I'll show you guys how to correct this issue and hopefully not have this problem again. Alright? Stay tuned. Alright guys, I have the table here on my kitchen table. I'm going to go ahead and do a few things. I'm going to remove the top, or not remove the top, remove the knobs from the right side. And I'm going to go ahead and use WD-40 contact cleaner to clean the master switch, because that's what it's going to end up being. You're going to need a chopstick, okay, and a Phillips screwdriver, preferably magnetized. All right, so let's get started here. We're taking those knobs off. They just come off easily. Let's pull straight up. There you go. On this right side. Boom, just like that. No, you don't got to take off the ones on the left. Just the ones on the right, if I remember correctly. So, beautiful. So let's turn this upside down here. Alright. Heavy little guy. Whoa. You want to take the platter off. Almost forgot to take the platter off. And that platter mat came off. Platter off. There you go. Make sure I got that. Yeah. Platter off. Alright, let's try this again. Almost cracked my dust cover. It's a lot lighter once you take that thing off, but here, let's do this. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and just unscrew these. Now, the screws on the top are longer than the ones that are around the perimeter of the table, so we'll just... That's why you want it to be magnetized, because they can fall back in. But see how they're longer? Just put them in a cup. All of them that are on the top here In the perimeter here on this side and on that side, they're going to be smaller. So let's go ahead and take these all off. I could fast forward through this. I probably will. But if I forget to, oh well. Alright, those are all for the, that's it for the, oh wait, let me see, there's one right here too. Yeah. Top right. There we go. All the long ones, now it's going to be short ones. Short one. Let's put another cup here for the shorties. Shorty. Shorty. Okay. Get down to the other side. Sorry if the camera shook. So there are 3 short ones on the left and 2 on the right. Only 2. So once we take these off, this whole cover will come off. There it is. One piece. One cover. Alright, now we got to take these little screws out. And we'll count them as we go here. Dog barking there. 3. 4. Oh, there it is. 5. And then don't forget this one that's holding the cable up. Which actually also connect to a post, so you won't be able to pull up this chassis or this attachment to the chassis without it. So put all those down. Now they should come up. Oh, forgot the bracket also has 2. And these are actually smaller screws. I'll show you the difference real quick. Look how short these are compared to the other ones. It's not a big difference. It's just a slight difference. But they are shorter than the others. Alright, so let's go ahead and take off the other one. There it is. And this will just come up and remove like that. This protects the very, very sensitive wires that are here that are for your ground, and your RCA, your audio right and left channels. All right. So let's lift this up. All right, guys, let's lift it up. And it comes up just like this. You want to make sure you be careful for the wires behind. You don't want to mess with those wires, okay? Now here is where your chopstick comes in. You want to put your chopstick in one of these little crevices here, and preferably on the outside channel here. These are fragile parts, so you don't always want to rest them on there, but the chopstick is super light, it doesn't scratch, and you're not really doing anything with a lot of force. This is not that heavy when it's vertical like this, so leaning it won't do anything to it. This is what we're trying to get to right here. This is the master switch, on and off. This is what tells the turntable turn on or turn off. We're going to shoot it up with some of this contact cleaner. This is not regular WD-40, guys. It's got to be contact cleaner, all right? If it's not contact cleaner, sensitive electrical parts, leaves no residue. If you're using regular WD-40, you're going to mess the whole thing up. So don't do that. All right? So here is the switch. Right down here. other side. Yeah, there it is. Let me make sure that I can adjust it here. Yeah, it's a little switch. That tells it to turn off that switch. There it goes. That switch. You're going to have to work that switch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot it up and work that switch. Just going to get it from all angles. Make sure you get that switch. Get that switch lubricated. There we go. Now I'm going to move it back and forth. See how it's dripping? That's good. Let it drip. And just play with the switch. Back and forth. Back and forth. Let that cleaner get in there. Obviously, it's having trouble going back and forth. All right. That should do it. All right. Now we're going to remove our chopstick and lay it back down. Be sure you don't mess with these wires back here. Again, less tension the better. Drop it in to the spots where it belongs. You can use the buttons that you never removed to see exactly where you should drop the chassis. So, there it goes. There it goes. Sits. Perfect. These wires weren't compromised. The tape's still on. You're still connected. You're good to go. Now reverse it. Make sure you got all these hooked up. Remember, you got to hook this one up to the little hole on the top here, not the one down here. I've tried to do that before. I'm like, why isn't it reaching? It's this one up here. And just put them all back on, okay? And then I'm going to put the top on, and we'll see how this works. And here we go. All right, guys, I put the screws all back in, and I flipped it back over. I'm just going to show you guys how to do these knobs. This is not going to be stop or start. I'm going to put it right in the middle. Boom, just like that. Remember how you had these set? I had a 12-inch record plan when this thing wouldn't turn off, so I know it's 12-inch. And this one always, well, not always, but majority of the time it ends up on 0, so just go 0 on this. There we go. And those are on. I actually have the head shell up in the room where I have the towers, so let's put this platter back. There it is. Put the platter in the back. Oh, there it is. All right, guys, let's hook this back up to the system and see if we made a difference. All right, guys, sorry for the bad lighting there. So what I'm going to do here now is we've got it back up. Let's go ahead and put the head shell back on. It is the Ortofon 2M Blue. Let's see it in the light here. Here we go. Better light. I'm sorry, guys, lighting sucks in here, but all right. Now, nothing to it but to try it out now. Got it all plugged in, so let's pick up the queuing arm. Let's drop it on start. See what happens. See if nothing smokes or pops or anything. Alright, so far so good. Let's go ahead and actually hit stop, see what happens. Remember, it's supposed to shut off as soon as it drops the arm. There it goes. Beautiful. Right on cue. Let's make sure it does it again. Let's go ahead and start it again. It's going to reach over. Put this thing down. Oh. Well, it had to reset because we did move some mechanisms around, okay? So let's do this again. Drop this down. Let's hit start again. Pick this up. Don't damage my Ortofon. Alright, now we're going to let it run out. So let's make sure it runs out all the way down. There it goes. Let's make sure as soon as it drops, there it goes. Boom. There it is, guys. So we got that thing fixed up. So all it basically needs is that master switch to be lubricated. Go back and forth with it a few times. Make sure you loosen any of that dirt out, and shoot it up again. Don't, do it generously, but don't go too overboard where it just drowns it. But a few drips that were coming out of it, that's good. That's probably some of that dirt coming out of it. All right. So guys, hopefully this helps you. If you have a SL-1300 from Technics and it is not turning off, try to do that. Hopefully that's easy enough for you to remember or to do. And if you have any questions on that, please hit me up in the comments below, guys. Thank you very much for commenting and subscribing, guys. Hitting that like if you like the video or content that I provide. Until next time, guys, from your listening chair.